Today, I want to talk to you about why I will never break up a school fight as a substitute teacher. Hello and welcome back to Capo TV, the channel where we know school's a joke and you don't want to be the punchline. If this is your first time here and you want to help spread the message that school's a joke, hit that subscribe button now. Just now, I was watching a crazy school fight on YouTube. In my time as a substitute teacher, I've seen a good number of fights, some worse than others. I've actually prevented a couple of fights just by watching people's body language and listening to what they're saying. But in all the fights that I've seen, I've never had the urge to jump in there and pull people apart. Here's why. I have zero legal protections as a substitute teacher when it comes to that sort of interactions with students. If you're a regular full-time teacher, you've got the protection of a union and union lawyers to back you up in the case of a lawsuit. What kind of lawsuit, you ask? Well, did you know that the parents of a student can sue a teacher or security guard if their student gets hurt while that security guard or teacher is breaking up a fight? Yeah, it doesn't matter that the two students are already fighting each other and trying to hurt each other. If a teacher or security guard or a principal jumps in and hurts one of those students, they're liable for the damages. Damages to their body, that is. As a substitute, what am I going to do if I get sued by a parent that thinks that I hurt their kid even though their kid was doing something stupid? Furthermore, I don't want to get hurt myself. I can't afford to get a broken nose or a broken hand from some idiot kids who can't settle their differences like adults. And to be fair, some adults can't settle their differences like adults. In addition, I've got better places to be than in the middle of your fight. I've got another class to get to. I've got another paycheck to collect. So if I'm not going to jump in and break up the fight, what am I going to do? Well, here's what I've done in the past when there's a fight in the hallway. I immediately called security, told everyone else to get away from the people that were fighting, and just tried to contain them. When security and the vice principals get there, they can handle the physical contact with the fighters. They can be the ones to pull them apart and put them in a headlock. I'm not trained for that, and I'm not risking my freedom by putting myself in that situation. And by risking my freedom, I mean if I get a lawsuit, I get charged with something, and I go to jail. Yeah, that's not what I'm about. Now, what if there was a fight in the classroom that I was in? Luckily, this has never happened, and it's only been close to that one time in the past 3 years that I've been substitute teaching. Also, these days I try not to take jobs where I know the classes are going to be a problem. They say this isn't true, but I feel like some teachers really get the worst classes every semester. Those teachers, I don't take their jobs. But if there was going to be a fight in one of my classes, here's what I think I would do. First, I would run to the phone as quick as possible and call security up to the room. Second, I would tell everyone else in the room to get out. Now, I know some of them wouldn't listen, but I feel like the majority would. And those that wouldn't listen are probably the ones trying to record the fight for World Star anyway. But once most of the people are out of the room, that kind of lowers the chance that other people are going to get involved or that other people are going to get hurt because of the actions of two stupid students. Next, I think I would try to clear the area where they're fighting and try to remove any obstacles so they don't try to slam each other into them or accidentally fall into them and get more hurt. And then hopefully by that time, security gets up there and breaks them up. Now, in my head, that sounds like a pretty good plan. But like I said, I've never been in that situation yet. And who knows, maybe in the spur of the moment, I'll just get a surge of adrenaline and want to get in there and grab them by the necks and rip them apart. That could be a problem though, because like earlier, what if I hurt one of them? What if the parents sue me? What if this? What if that? I lose my job. I can't make money. I can't eat and I die. What if? I think the best solution to all of this, instead of breaking up a fight, is actually trying to prevent it in the first place. And this is a problem that I think some teachers and definitely some substitutes I know, this is a problem they have. They'll let two people bicker back and forth for a long time. They'll let things just escalate slowly, and then they wonder why all of a sudden there's people fighting right in front of them. It's because you were watching the whole time and you did nothing about it. What's the craziest way that you've ever seen a teacher try to break up a school fight? Let me know in the comments below. I think that would be fun to talk about. And if this was your first time here to Capo TV and you want to help spread the message that school's a joke, hit that subscribe button now. Yeah, heard Ellie's